The DL Whisperer wanted to be picked by DL men. And when he realized that that fantasy would not be fulfilled because these men are at the end of the day DL, he came on here and he formed a cult.
And my sweet gays, I want to hold your hand when I say this. The battle that the DL Whisperer has created, that's not our fight.
I recently saw a post of somebody said, a lady came to make the post and she was like, any man that wears a face cap is down low. It's a DL man. And I'm like, what do you mean any man that wears face cap? Because she's like, if you wear face cap and you're a man, definitely you are secretly gay. And that actually made me think, because when it comes to people identifying gay men or DL men, they usually just pick on any little thing. It can be nails. Maybe a guy that does his manicure and kind of wants to make sure that his nails are clean and neat, not long, but looking good. And he can also paint it with that white paint, transparent paint, just for it to look good. You see them saying, oh, are you gay? So is it that any wrong behavior that people see in a man means that he's on the DL? I'm asking this question because there is this DL whistleblower or DL whisperer, and people are coming for him. And people that are angry at him are the gay men, because DL whisperer is exposing DL men on his page. Is exposing DL men. He's going to bring out your video if you're a man that does videos or something and analyze how you are on the DL. If it's right, if it's wrong, I don't know. And the thing is, this is getting gay men pissed. And I'm like, why are the rainbow men, why are they pissed at the fact that somebody's exposing a DL, or the same gay man is exposing DL man? Like, why are they pissed? And it's not just the gay men, also some women are actually pissed as well. And this is getting a lot of people talking and insulting women and saying that, oh, black women that are following this DL whistleblower, they're just hiding under the umbrella of being homophobic, that most of them are homophobic. And that's why they're just like picking on a little thing and be like, oh, if he does this, if he shows so much emotion, he's on the deal. If he's a narcissist man, he's on the deal. If he's this, he's on the deal. Yo, I have some interesting videos to share with you all talking about exposing this DL men and all of that. Why do you think people are coming for the DL men and the DL whistleblower? Why do you think people are coming for him? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, while we watch these videos together. Then we'll come back and discuss.
When I tell y'all this, I'm going to tell y'all this from Logics. The DL Whisperer wanted to be picked by DL men. And when he realized that that fantasy would not be fulfilled because these men are at the end of the day DL, he came on here and he formed a cult. And in this cult, he spewed his hurt that he was getting from those men onto you women. In September of 2024, the DL Whisperer had another account where he went by DL Loverboy. And on this account, he would boast and brag about being with men he knew, keyword, knew were DL men. Fast forward now, not even a year later, he now operates as the DL Whisperer, where he's educating women on how to spot DL men. Despite having any form of evidence, which is a messy bitch iPad and a pen, he was able to get online and form a cult because he understands that there's a group of women out here that don't realize, hey, I was born with something that this man don't even have, which is discernment. I can literally get down on my knees and pray to the higher power, whether it's God or whoever I believe in, and say, hey, I need to know what's going on here. Reveal the truth to me. If this man is whatever I think he is or whatever my spirit is sense he is, he know that, and that's what he sit there and prayed on. Now, let me make this crystal clear. I do not agree with DL men whatsoever. I feel like I have the choice of whether or not I want to deal with a Hannah Montana ass nigga or not. But my point is, how can y'all be so easily influenced by something that has not been authenticated? Like, y'all are letting this man get on here and convince y'all that these very men who he considered a few months ago to be the elites are now something completely different from assumption. It's almost as if I can't have you, nobody else will.
Ladies, I don't know about y'all, but for me, I am completely convinced that gay men and trans women have a secret bro code. You know, just like straight men, you ever see a group of straight men have a bro code, which means they talk in code to keep women out of their business, to prevent women from figuring out the shit that they really talking about, all the mind games and manipulation. They have codes. They speak in code to prevent women from learning and figuring them out so they can stay ahead of women. I feel that I'm not going to say all gay men and all trans women, because I do believe there are good gay men and good trans women that do believe in protecting women and children. I've seen them myself. They're on this app actually defending the DL Whisperer. However, for the gay men and the trans women who are nasty, narcissistic, sociopathic, toxic than a mother, the ones that love to compete with women, the ones that secretly are misogynistic as hell. They don't like women. They'll play like they love women and kiki with them, but low key, they can't stand women. Yeah, them the ones, they got a secret code. Just like straight men have a bro code, these toxic types of gay men and trans women, they speak in code. And that particular code is supposed to be a code that only they can understand amongst each other to protect them so that they can stay ahead of women. You understand? And that code, that secret code, is also to protect DL men, just in case a straight man may consider crossing over and going to the other side. They'll protect him too. But the entire agenda is to stay ahead of women, to keep women oppressed. I said it, and I don't care who gets mad, because I'm tired of all of this. That's why they're so fucking mad at the DL Whisperer, because they're looking at him as if he betrayed the whole entire LGBT community by helping us out. It's like they're coming at him like, bitch, why are you telling our secrets? Why are you helping women?
Yeah.
You are betraying us as an entire community. You were never supposed to switch sides and help women. We are supposed to stay ahead of them. We are competing with them to be better than them because we think we are them, and because we think we are women, we believe we are better than the actual ones that are born biological women. They talk in code. And I feel like because the DL Whisperer is out here helping women by teaching us what to look for, how to identify a man on the DL, not the whole entire LGBT community. I just feel like the toxic ones, the ones that are narcissistic and sociopathic, the ones that are womanizers and abusers, they really wish they could beat the of a woman, but they know they cannot. So they live vicariously through the DL men, and they know the DL men will beat and whoop on women. So it's like they're living their fantasy through the DL man, knowing he's cheating, knowing he's abusing his woman at home. That trans woman or gay man is loving that shit. So I say all this to say they have a secret code. And I feel that they feel that the DL Whisperer went against that secret code, that bro code. Just like straight men have their own secret code so that they can stay ahead of women to keep manipulating them and keep them oppressed. The gay male and the trans woman, they also have a secret code. And they use this secret code amongst each other to stick together. And the DL Whisperer, I believe, went against that code. And that's why they're up in arms and they're pissed at him for helping women. They don't want to help us. They want to keep us oppressed. They support the patriarch. You understand? I'm so glad in a sense that all of this is happening because women need a wake up call. We really been needed a wake up call. And exposing a DL man, yeah, it's dangerous, but these men been dangerous. You understand? They put their hands on women for all types of reasons, not just being outed as a DL man. So y'all can stop using that excuse. Men will harm women and children if we threaten to leave, divorce, anything. He could snap and hurt a woman. It's a lot of men that falsely accuse a woman of cheating because he's too busy cheating. He's assuming his woman's cheating. He'll beat her off of that. We got to stop putting fear in women for wanting to expose a DL man. What all this says to me is that there are certain gay men and certain trans women who are toxic and narcissistic and sociopathic that will break their necks to protect DL men to maintain this code of ethics they have amongst them. Yeah, I got it figured out. I got the T, I got it clocked, and it's a new day. God have mercy on those who help abusive men, men on the down low who are definitely narcissistic and sociopathic. God have mercy on your soul because you're protecting that man knowing he's a womanizer. And if you are enabling him and protecting him, it means you're a womanizer too. Well, yeah. You're just as equally as abusive as that DL man. That's why you don't want to be exposed. And that's why you're attacking the DL whisperer, because you feel that he has betrayed the entire LGBT community by helping women out. Because we're supposed to stay oppressed and beneath y'all because y'all think y'all are better than us. But you want to be us. I said what I said.
So I'm about to get off TikTok because you mean to tell me this guy is straight? Gotta go.
Oh my gosh, guys, the DL Whisperer just exposed me for being DL. I don't know how this happened. I haven't been expressing myself at all. I'm the least flamboyant man on this app. Yeah, you like this one, don't you? I just don't know how anybody could think that I'm anything other than the straightest man alive. I had evil plans for this top, but they were hetero plans. I promise you, don't get it twisted. So anyways, this is such an interesting guy. He's the DL Whisperer. He basically weaponized women's homophobia for content by telling them that essentially everything a man does that they don't like is DL. This video about me saying the DL men are working with the LGBT openly to distract others from the facts, because in this video, I was basically saying that not every man who puts his hands on women is DL. Explaining that even the notion of that is homophobic. And he responded to that video saying, no, all men that put their hands on women are DL. So that should tell you that him and his follower base are mentally unique, let's just say. Mind me, because I was going to make a video on him a long time ago, but I never got to it, but I had the screenshots. This girl said, why are y'all so obsessed with DL men? He said, the same reason you obsessed with Nikki. The difference is at least I can touch what I'm obsessed with. All you can do is idolize. Bro, he's not trying to help these women get out of these relationships with these DL men. He just wants the DL men. Like, he's hitting a stain on these women. Like, he just wants the men. Which is so funny to me because it's like the women in the comments don't even care to notice that because they're so focused on the fact that they finally have an open space to be homophobic. So it's funny, he has some sort of DL obsession. But no, look at the comments. This girl said, gay men and straight men don't put their hands on women, only DL men. Me acknowledging that there are straight men who put their hands on women, this woman says that I'm validating that straight men do that, which of course I wasn't. Again, like I said, these people are mentally unique. Like, I made so many videos on the DL topic, like what more could I say that I haven't already said? Particular demographics pandering to women because they don't feel like they'll ever truly get the external gratification from men, so they need it from women. Women being homophobic and just doing it under the guise of hating DL men. Taking the term DL, which originally was just a closeted man, and turning it into some form of like a predator. Very odd behavior for sure. It's funny though, me and my girl were actually gonna hire the DL Whisperer. Like, obviously it would just be like her doing it and then like just to see what he said. She was like, Bryce, if you talk to him, I'll literally like unalive you. And I was like, okay. Like, I completely understand what she's saying, but like, you know, it just takes the fun out of it because I wanted it to be like a back and forth thing and I was going to make content out of it. But it looks like he gave her a consultation for free, so congrats. And by the way, I mean, since, you know, every time I get gay allegations, I also get white girlfriend allegations. Just to remind you, my girl, this is her, by the way, very much not a white woman. Literally us texting about exactly this, okay? This is me telling her, like, after I told her, like, oh yeah, they think you're white. And she was like, do gay men have white girlfriends? And I said, literally, yes, that's what they say. And she said, but why? That literally makes no sense. She's like, are you happy the DL Whisperer made a video about you though? I know you wanted that. I did want it. Because again, I thought it would be funny, and it is very funny. Like, when I tell you, a smile has not left my face since I saw that video. Like, as soon as I saw his content, I was like, this is like one of the funniest people I've ever seen in my life, and he's not even trying. It's like, you can get on here and you can make videos about anything. Anything. But the DL detective, like I admire it a little bit.
To those women who are convinced that a man engaging in feminine activities means he's DL, I want you to answer me this question. If a man is down low and does not want to be found out about his sexuality, then why would he be engaging in behaviors that could give said sexuality away? From my experience, the DL men aren't the ones who, quote unquote, appear gay, per y'all's rhetoric, if you want to call it that. They're the ones who are raging homophobes, hyper-masculine, hyper-alpha males. Those be the ones. The ones who just get pissed off at the sight of two men holding hands. Them be the ones. But here's the thing that kills me about that. A lot of y'all are okay with men and dating men who behave like that because you think that means that they ain't gay. That visceral reaction to other people being queer to you means safety, which I find ironic. You find men engaging in feminine behaviors unsafe, but the hyper-masculine, toxic masculine, homophobic man is safe to you. I want you to unpack why you think that is the case. And I'm going to go.
The DL Whisperer is not trying to help y'all. The nigga is hurt. And hurt people hurt people. That's why he's using his negative experiences with probably DL men as a weapon to enable and empower the hatred that he now has for men. Why else do y'all think y'all women resonate with his content so much? Y'all are bonded to it by trauma. That nigga is so hurt, he can't even see that he's using his own sexual orientation as an insult. If a nigga dog you, the first thought shouldn't be he's DL. It should be this nigga ain't shit. If a nigga lie, if he's manipulative, if he's a narcissist, why is the first thought that he likes men? Like, if that's the worst thing ever, the nigga's just a bad person. The DL Whisperer ain't trying to help y'all. He's jealous of y'all. He envies y'all women. He wants so bad to be desired by a man out loud like y'all women are, when he could literally have that. There's plenty of proud gay men out there, but no, he wants it from a certain type of man. Who else out there tries to convince himself that a nigga that does not want them wants them back? Damn. He's not trying to educate y'all. He's looking for vengeance, which is why his content is solely negative. Part of what comes with help is hope. Okay, for sure, exposing the deceitful gimmicks, you know what I'm saying, and validating the pain that y'all went through, but also being hopeful, okay, being optimistic, giving y'all encouragement that, you know what, there is some good men out there, because there is. Because if the nigga truly cared to help y'all, his first piece of advice would be to decenter men, because a lot of y'all make yourselves easy targets because y'all idolize men. They're the center of your universe. Case in point, all this detective energy y'all putting into finding if a nigga DL, put that shit into researching the business. Go to therapy and put that shit into understanding why you react the way you react. What are your triggers? What pain are you still holding on to that's fucking up your life? Come on. And y'all women on this bit got some audacity talking about 100 men versus empathy. Try to do your homework. You know what, some niggas out here DL because it's a matter of life or death. If they family find out, they brothers, they uncles, they fathers, they mamas, they grandmamas, because them women be homophobic as fuck too. If they find out that they out here liking men, they might not see the next day. And as a male content creator whose following is over 60% women, that shit sad as fuck, bro. That shit disappointing as fuck to see. And I hate to even have to admit that the DL Whisperer's support mainly comes from black women. Like, damn, nigga, like, I go hard for y'all, bro. Fuck all these other content creators on this. I go hard for y'all, bro. I look at y'all and I think of my 3 black sisters. I think of my mama. I think of my grandma, who have all been through shit, bro. And I just want y'all to grow and heal, bro, because black love is so beautiful. Black women are so beautiful. But damn, that shit, seeing shit like that, it made me want to get off this app again, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
The DL Whisperer is not looking out for you, sis. He's not helping you. He's not protecting you. Who do you think is fucking the DL men? Him! Y'all looking to him for guidance about DL men, and he's the one that's sleeping with the DL men. Like, he is literally not helping you. He will literally be on all fours as soon as you leave him in the room with your man. I specifically remember that before he started quote-unquote helping you idiots, he used to make content about how he used to only be with DL men. And he used to post him with these DL men. So him trying to out people for dealing with DL men when you do the same fucking thing is so ironic to me. Secondly, why do y'all need a gay man to tell you if your man is gay? If you have a thought that your man is gay, sister, he might be gay. And the problem is, the reason why a lot of y'all are conflicted with whether or not a man is gay is because y'all have now decided to deem everything a straight man does as gay. Men can't even drink lemon drops without y'all calling them sassy. Like, there is absolutely a deeper conversation that needs to be had about DL men, but unfortunately that young gay, that is absolutely not the person that should be spearheading the fucking conversation. Because he is also a part of the problem.
And my sweet gays, I want to hold your hand when I say this. The battle that the DL whisperer has created, that's not our fight. I want y'all to take your hand out of it immediately. If the heterosexual women is mad about a DL man, let them be mad about the fact that they created a space where the heterosexual men around them can't be themselves. If they want to be mad about the fact of a man having to secretly sleep with another man, allow them to take accountability on creating a toxic masculinity man, a hyper-masculine man. They got to take accountability for that. Take y'all hands out of this. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This is their fault. If they didn't create the mental prison for men being scared to eat a hot dog in public, if they didn't create the mental prison for men being scared to bite a banana, if they didn't create the mental prison for men to be scared to even get a martini, to wear a big oversized shirt to bed, to go to sleep, if they didn't create all these mental prisons in these men's head, these men, and some of the mental prisons are created by heterosexual men as well, but these are not the men that's arguing about the DL shit. If the women did not create all of these hyper-masculine men, they would not have to worry about dealing with a DL. You see me? I got my braids. I have my lashes. I'm living my life according to how I want to live it. When the heteros are creating all this, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, what do you think is going to happen sooner or later? The things that they really want to do, they're going to start what? Exactly. Moving secretly. They're going to start doing it behind your back. They want to be upset about anything. Let them take accountability on being upset of being the main ingredient of creating a DL man. Because maybe if they create the safe space, they don't have to worry about their man secretly sleeping with another man. Why? Because you allow your man to be himself. And if they really allow their man to be themselves, they will realize that most of the men that they have, they wouldn't have. This is where they start feeling like it's a competition. They already know that it's a possibility that their man might be gay. It's a competition that they're creating within themselves. Nobody else is in competition with them except for them. And also, if you are noticing that these women are only upset about their health status, once they find out that their man is sleeping with another man, cut them off. Because if she don't care about her health, when it comes down to him, fucking Tanya, Brittany, Keisha, Tanya, Leroy, or whatever, if she's not mad about that, but as soon as she find out he fucking Tyrone, oh my God, my health, cut her off. She's not worrying about that. It's a competition ordeal. She's not really worrying about her health. I want my gay people to stay out of this fight. Let the heterosexuals deal with that. They mad about a DL man? Quit creating them. Stop. Stop with the mental prison. Allow a man to eat a hot dog if he want to eat a hot dog. Allow that man to have a martini if he want to have a martini. Allow him to be who he want to be. Y'all not as an affectionate as y'all used to be. And let's be for real. The only thing that a hetero got over a gay person is that y'all can have a baby on accident. Catch it. Y'all can have a baby on accident. That's the only thing y'all got over us. The gay people, we have to strategically have a child, which is smart on our end. It's smart on our end. We ain't out here having a baby on accident. So we don't have to worry about certain problems. Oh, I had to do this for my child. No, you had to do it because you had a baby that you really didn't want at that time. But you ended up having it anyway. So that's the only thing they really hold over us. They can have a baby on accident. We literally strategically plan our kids. So don't even let them hold that over your head. I want y'all to take y'all hands out of this battle. They upset about dating the DL man, quit creating them.
The thing is, the men on the DL, right? And why they don't want to come out. I said it in, I think, a video I did talking about this DL thing. They don't want to come out because of their fellow men. That is it. It's not because of women. It's because of what their men will think. And I personally feel like men that can be quick to get irritated when they see a man trying to be like a woman, or a man that he has come out to say is gay, and they are quick to be very irritated and be like, ha ha ha. I personally feel like they're secretly rainbow. Just my own, I'm not sure. But I just feel like, why are you easily irritated when you see a man that comes out and say this is who he is? Do you prefer him not coming out? Do you prefer him lying about his sexuality? Do you prefer him, being on the DL? Is that what you prefer? The thing is, the reason why these men are still hiding, aside from the fact that they have families that are strict and they still want to be in communication with their family members, they have friends that they don't want them to know what's up, or they want to still let the society, maybe they have this, or they're in a church group or something, anyway, religious thing. Aside from that, they are men that they are quick to judge these people. And that is why they will not come out. And the thing is, because men are judging them, they won't come out, they are causing harm to we women. And that's where I have problem with. Because you guys are causing harm to us. You don't want to come out, not because of women. Most of the time, not because of women, it's because of your fellow men, right? But you're hurting women. Yes, when your man cheats on you with women, you can also get diseases, you can also get infection and all of that. When they cheat on you with a man as well, you're also going to get infection and disease. There is no, like, you're going to get infection anyway, anyhow, if you're being cheated on in a relationship. It doesn't mean that when your man is cheating on you with a woman means that you're safe, you cannot have infection or anything. You're also going to treat infection if your man doesn't use protection and all of that. You're still going to have itchy vag. You're still going to go and start treating this and that. You're still going to do so many things to help your vag health, right? If they're also doing with a man as well, you have to do extra care. But the thing is, the DL men that are in a relationship with a woman, most of them don't like the woman they are in with. They are just there for, for just showy display. Let me just put it that way. Probably a pastor has to marry. A pastor is not going to come out and say he likes men. It has to be with a woman, and he has to hide it. He's not going to like his woman so much that he will show her so much love and affection, and then the way he's going to treat her, the way he's going to do with her is going to be terrible, right? Compared to how he's going to treat a man. My own is that DL men are hurting women emotionally, physically, mentally. You are hurting women because you're in a relationship with women and you're not coming out with your woman. If you're bi, it's different. If you're bi, probably you already come out or something. You've told your partner that, oh, we can do. I don't know how it works anyway, but DL means you're not coming out. You're not saying anything. You're having secret affair that your woman doesn't know that you are not into her. I don't know if you get it. You're not especially attracted to your woman. You're especially attracted to an opposite sex, but she doesn't know. So I personally don't have a problem with the DL whisperer. I've always said that I don't have a problem with people exposing DL men. If you tell us this is how to know, let us know. Because I've even done videos on how to know if your man is on the DL, because most women are coming out to cry to say they finally found out that their man is on the DL. In fact, some people cannot even come out and say it unless the man is ready to come out. They have to hide it because they're afraid of their lives. Because a DL man can only alive you if you find out that you know that is, they can unalive you. They don't like you to know. They don't want everybody to know. The ones that are not ready to come out, they can do anything to keep their secrets. So most of the time, even women will still shut up and stay there while they are suffering, knowing that their man doesn't even want them. But why are the rainbow men, why are they angry with the dear whisperer? Why are they angry with him? That's what I don't know. And according to this woman, the whistleblower, spiritual whistleblower, she was saying that probably he cracked the bro code and all of that. Maybe because he's always identified. If you go to his page on TikTok, it has a lot of videos. It has a lot of videos that is going to actually identify this man. The thing is, if it's not 100% true, there's something that will make you through. And he knows because he's dealing with them, and he probably wants them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to fight father. He probably wants them or he doesn't want them. The father is identifying them and is telling women, your man can be this. It's possible. I agree with the fact that maybe he is breaking the bro code, and that is why the rainbow men are angry. Maybe that's why they're angry. Anyway, you guys, this whole fight and conversation has been going on and on and on. There are a lot of videos about people talking about it. Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Do you think um the DL whisperer is doing too much? You should just shut up and focus on another niche. Why do you think some women are angry? Why do you think the rainbow men are angry at him? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, it's your girl Maria David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.